In your collection, do you have Smithsonite or Hemimorphite? Because sometimes it can be difficult to tell the difference. Now, both of these are zinc minerals. Now, Smithsonite is a zinc carbonate, whereas Hemimorphite is a zinc silicate. Now, given certain morphologies, they can look similar, which means that in the industry, very often one is sold as the other. They're very often mischaracterized. And this isn't something you should lose a tremendous amount of sleep about, but obviously if you're selling it, you want to be able to tell the difference. And maybe if you've got some in your collection, you want to be able to see if what you have been sold is what it was sold as. But being able to tell the difference is not actually that tricky. Now, if you're someone that can't tell the difference easily between Smithsonite and Hemimorphite given certain morphologies, don't worry, because human civilization did this for centuries. In fact, up until about the 19th century, any zinc mineral that wasn't overtly metallic was referred to as calamine. Now, it wasn't until mineral science developed to the point that diagnostics became a little bit more helpful that we started to segregate these into two distinct minerals, Hemimorphite and Smithsonite. Now, how can you tell the difference at home? Now, if you remember from previous videos, you might know that if you've got a carbonate mineral, there is a very easy diagnostic that you can do to identify it as being a carbonate mineral. If you take something like rhodonite and rhodochrosite, which can look vaguely similar, again, one is a silicate, the other one being a carbonate, you would be able to tell the difference with a weak dilute acid. Now, if your response to that is, Luke, I don't own any weak dilute acid, I bet you do. If you look in your kitchen cupboard, I bet you have some kind of receptacle of vinegar. This is a weak diagnostic tool that you can use in order to pour it on top of certain minerals. If it bubbles and effervesces after a few moments, it stands to reason that you've probably got a carbonate mineral. So if in your collection you've got a mineral or even two minerals that you think might be Smithsonite or Hemimorphite, vinegar is the mechanism that you can use in order to turn, or at least tell, one from t'other. So a little bit of vinegar, if it effervesces, chances are you've got Smithsonite, which is a zinc carbonate, as opposed to Hemimorphite, which is a zinc silicate, which will not react in the same way to a weak dilute acid like simple household vinegar.